So today we are going to talk about two very important prenatal complications. The first one is preeclampsia, basically high blood pressure. The second one is gestational diabetes. That is when mom's blood sugars can be too high during the pregnancy. These are very important because if your blood pressure and your blood sugars are left unchecked, it can have very serious consequences for your child when they're delivered. So the first one that we're going to talk about is preeclampsia. Preeclampsia sometimes can have devastating results for our baby if blood pressures remain unchecked. So preeclampsia should be followed up by your doctor. When you go for your OB visits, they'll be checking your blood pressures. It's very important if they do diagnose you with preeclampsia or eclampsia that you take your blood pressure medications. Make sure to follow those regimens and make sure that you are following up with your doctor at home. It is very important as well if you can have the machine to take your blood pressure at home, because if your blood pressure can go too high, what happens is it constricts the blood flow to the placenta and your baby can stop getting the nutrition that they so very much need. The second complication that we want to talk about is gestational diabetes. This is important because if blood sugar is left unchecked in the body, high blood sugar basically is like shards of glass running through your veins. If your blood sugar remains too high, it can really cause devastating effects not only on your organs, but of that of the baby as well. Blood sugar usually is okay with diet changes, which is when you have gestational diabetes, you want to steer clear from fruits, from sugars, and also from carbohydrates, because as you know, carbohydrates, they actually convert to sugars. So you want to have more proteins and vegetables, and of course, lots and lots of water. When the baby is born, if the mom of the baby had gestational diabetes, a lot of times they will be doing blood sugars to make sure that everything's controlled after delivery. For preeclampsia, one thing to note is that if you did have high blood pressures, you are at a very high risk of having to have the baby early. Because if whatever time mom's blood pressure was too high, sometimes they'll want to induce you or even have a C-section, a cesarean birth, if it gets too high too fast. If you have other questions, please check my channel. I have lots of good information, and you can always email me and follow me on my website, mommiesyouKnow.com. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.